Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and on today's video I'll be showing you how I drafted this mermaid skirt with front slit and butt allocation. And if you're interested in learning how to do that, keep watching this video. First of all, I will mark out my starting line, and from there I'll mark out the length of the skirt. Yes, you measure your length from your waist down and you mark it out. Then I'll be using my ruler to connect the lines together. But you can see that I folded so much, and the reason is why, because this is a mermaid skirt. So you will divide your hip divided by 4, sorry. Then you add your seam allowance of 2 inches and you add 8 inches. The 8 inches is for the mermaid effect. Then you come to the waistline, you divide by 4 and you mark 2 inches for your sewing allowance. Then you come down to your hip line, you mark down to your hip line and mark it out, and you connect the lines together just like you can see me doing right here. Yes, and I'm taking it straight to the other part. Yes, this is the front part and this is my center line where I started marking out from. And for the hip line, I'll be dividing my hip by 2. After dividing my hip by 2, I will minus 1.5 from my hip. That is that butt allocation I was talking about. I made a separate video for that, and if you want to learn how to do that, I'll be linking it in the description box. So I will divide my hip by 2, then whatever I have I minus 1.5, and what I have I will divide it by 2 and I will mark it out. Then I will add my 2 inches sewing allowance, and the remaining one goes to the effects, the mermaid effects. Then from my waist I will go down to my hip line, my knee line, just as you can see me doing. This is my knee line right here. I marked down 20 inches and I will connect it to the other part just like you can see me doing right here. So whatever I have here, I will minus 1 inch. You can measure out if you want to, but I didn't want that to be too tight, so I minus only 1 inch and I added 2 inches seam allowance. So whatever I have there, I will measure even the seam allowance and I will take it down to the length of the skirt, and I will connect the lines just like you can see me doing. After that, I'll use my hip curve to connect from my hip to waist and from my hip to my knee line. Yes, so after you're done doing that, the next thing to do is go to the hemming part. You go to the length of the skirt, you mark out the inches you want. I use 9 inches here. Then I'll use my long ruler to connect it to my knee line, just as you can see me doing right here. So the next thing to do is to extend the sides of the skirt. I'll be extending the side by 3 inches. So I'll go down there and I'll go down by 3 inches and I'll connect the lines to the center front line, just like you can see me doing right here. And I will not do it straight, I will give it a little bit of curve, yes, so that it will not be straight. Your lines will not be straight, so I'm using my curved ruler to connect it. You can use your free hand and do that. Then I'll connect it to the main line, the one that connects to the knee, and this is what I have here. Yes, so after I'm done doing that, I'm smoothing the lines so that I'll make sure it is not straight. So after that, I'll be using my scissors to cut this out. So this is what I have here. So the next thing to do is that I'll come over to the starting line and I will be connecting the line just like you can see me doing. I'll be removing the half an inch at the center line and I'll connect it to the other side. Then I will go ahead and cut it out. I'll be placing my front to another fabric and I'll be raising my back by 1, and you can see that I have excess here. I have up to 10 inches here, I guess. Yes, so you can add as much as you want. Remember at your hip line for the front that you remember to connect the line just as you can see me doing. Yes, so let's go back to the hip. You remember you minus 1.5 from the front, you'll be adding it to the back. So the back divided by 2, whatever you have, you add 1.5 to it before dividing it by 2 again. Yes, so you remove your sewing allowance, 2 inches sewing allowance, and you start from the line you can see me starting from right now, and you mark out what you have. Then after doing that, you connect it with your curved ruler straight to your center front, just as you can see me doing right here. Then from there, you connect it to your knee line. You can see it. So this is the butt allocation. Yes, so if you want to understand it properly, watch the video that I'll be linking down below. So for the hemline, I'll be adding 8 inches. Yes, you can go as much as you want, and I'll be connecting it straight down to my knee, just like you can see me doing. I will be connecting from my knee straight down to the hem, and I'll be adding 2 inches for my zipper allowance, just like you can see me adding it right here. I'll add it all around, making sure that I have my lines well connected. I'll be using my hip curve to connect the line for the butt part. Then I'll be using my straight ruler to connect the other one. So once I'm done doing that, I'll be increasing the length of my back by 5 inches. You can go as high as you want depending what you want. So I'll be increasing by 5, and I'll be connecting it to the front side line. Just watch very closely and you'll understand. Remember, I'm placing my front to the back, and this is what I have. I will connect it just like you can see me doing right here. So I'll connect the two sides. I'll connect this one very well. Then I will take it straight to the front side, and what I have here is 5 inches, and you can go as high as 6, 7, 8, 10 depending on what you want. Yes, but I am working with a lace fabric that has a border, and I actually do not want it to be too long. Yes, so this is how moderate I want it to be. You can improvise and do whatever you want to do. So now I'll be cutting this out. Remember, this does not have a tail. I'm just making improvising. This is just a mermaid skirt, yes, without tail, but I just want the mermaid effect to be fuller. So I'll start cutting this out as you can see me doing right here. If you have not watched the video where I explain the butt allocation method, kindly check my other previous videos. I will also be linking it in the description box. So I will gently cut this out, and this is what we have here. So over to the front, that is where the work is, and this is me trying to get the slit. So I'll be extending all the lines, my hip, my knee line. So you can see that the folding I had earlier made my center to be visible. So if yours is not, you can iron it out. So from my center front, I will measure my dart line. Yes, I'll measure my dart line. That's your bust span. I'll measure because that's where the slit will be on. So the next thing to do is to go up by 3 inches. Yes, from the knee line I went up by 3 inches. I just wanted you guys to see it better. I went up by 3 inches and I marked out the line. I will also do the same thing to the down part. I will mark out 4 inches and connect the line, a straight line, just like you can see me doing. So the next thing to do is to mark out 1 inch by the two sides. Yes, you can do half depending on how you want your slit to be. So once I'm done doing that, I'll be using my curved ruler to curve that place a little bit so that it will not be like a box. So after I'm done doing that, I'll go down to the hem and I'll be marking 2 inches on both sides. Yes, and I will connect it with my ruler. So if you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. Remember to like this video, remember to share this video, subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed, and I will use my scissors to cut this out. Yes, I'll cut it very gently. You can see how I'm doing it. I'm trying to maintain that curved effect that I gave it with my curved ruler, in order for it not to look like a box. Yes, so after I'm done doing that, I'll go down to the hem part, and I will be using my chalk to smoothing that part. Yes, so you can, after cutting this out, you'll find out that that part is not well blended, so I'll be using my chalk to blend it. And after, I will go ahead and use my scissors to cut this out very well. Yes, as you can see me doing right here. So after that, we are literally done. You can go ahead to start to use this to cut on your main fabric and also on the doll face or crepe, whichever one you want to use. So this, I cut this on the lining, and I'll be using it to cut on the lace and also on the doll face. So after I was done sewing, this is what I have. So see you guys on my next video. Bye.